Hi everyone. In case you are at that stage of your research where you are conducting a literature review, where you are looking for the right literature to analyze for your research study, today I have a very important and yet a quick tip for you guys. Maybe you know about this already, but I thought I will include this video in your list of videos that you may use which will help you with your research. So today's topic is how do you search for information or literature using Boolean operators. So I will explain what are Boolean operators and then I will show you a few examples of how you can use them. So let's start with what are Boolean operators. So for just an easy or simple understanding, Boolean operators are actually mathematical sets and database logic. What they actually help you to do is to filter information from online search so that you can find the information that you require. However, it has to be done based on the information you input as the Boolean operators. So, what does Boolean operators do? They focus your search, particularly when your topic contains multiple search terms. And I'm sure if you're doing research, you must be typing in multiple search terms. They also connect various pieces of information, right? So that all that information is there in the research paper that you have searched for, right? So Boolean operators, there are a few different Boolean operators. The most important Boolean operators is what I will show you, and I'll show you three examples of using them. All right, so let's take the first example. So the first Boolean operator is the word or the term and. All right, so for example, you are researching can antibiotics cure common cold? So what are the Boolean operators you will use? You will use it like this. So you will use common cold and then and in your search antibiotics, right? So using and to retrieve a set of citations in which each citation will contain all the search terms. So each citation, each paper that you get or each journal, each reference will contain the term common cold and antibiotics. So the terms will appear in any order. The antibiotics may appear before common cold and vice versa, but both the terms will be there, right? The second Boolean operator is the word or. All right, so you are trying to say investigate, is a vitamin C a good source of zinc, right? So you can say zinc, or you can rather type zinc or vitamin C. All right, so using or will retrieve the citation that contains one of the specified terms. So if you so my example was not good where I said is zinc, is vitamin C a good source of zinc or not. So maybe you are trying to find information about is a vitamin C good for common cold. All right, so let's say your question is vitamin C good for common cold or good to cure common cold, right? But you know that in many places the term vitamin C may have been replaced with the technical element of zinc, and then you will be getting the same papers. So to make sure that you get the right research where either zinc or vitamin C has been used, you will type zinc or vitamin C so that you get the citations in which either zinc or vitamin C is mentioned, right? That way you are not repeating your search. The third Boolean operator is the word not. All right, so again, if we go back to the example, are antibiotics good to cure common cold, let's say in children, or not in children, in adults? All right, let's say, are antibiotics effective to cure common cold in adults? So you don't want to research children or the effect of antibiotics on children. So what can you do? You can then type the word antibiotics and then use the word not and then children. So in this way, what are you doing? You're filtering out the word children from your studies. So whatever citations you get will contain antibiotics but not children, right? So citations will have antibiotics but not children. So, but be careful when you are using not, because you may inadvertently eliminate some important articles, right? So articles about children and antibiotics are eliminated, but so will be the studies that include children as part of the discussion of antibiotics in all age groups. So you don't want to do that. So although you are studying antibiotics and its effect on adults, there might be papers where they have discussed adults and just included children. That will be filtered out as well. So you have to be careful, be very careful when using the Boolean operator of not, because you don't want to filter out some papers which may contain the important information. Alright, so there are some other Boolean operators also that you can use. They are not very popularly called Boolean operators, but they are called, you can also use quotation marks, right? So my spelling goes for a toss when I'm trying to teach and write. So we have quotation marks, and if you don't know what quotation marks is, of course I'll draw them for you. So we have something called quotation marks. So when you're typing information in Google, you can put certain terms under quotation marks. Alright, this is called quotation marks. Then parenthesis, or what we sometimes call brackets. Putting important information in brackets, that means this is the one you want to focus on. These are also Boolean operators. Alright, so these are the key 5 Boolean operators you can use in your Google search or any other kind of search. It could be a search on your library database. But this is the way you make sure that you are not unnecessarily getting literature which you are not interested in, because when you are doing a literature review, you have to get relevant literature, and then a lot of papers are thrown at you. You want to filter it out to make sure that you get the right literature for your studies. But make sure, like I said, this video comes with a warning that before using the Boolean operator, be careful that you do not leave out relevant literature. Thank you for watching this video, guys, and I'll put up more simple and easy to understand videos like this which will help you with your research studies. Bye.